Hello gentlemen, today we're going to talk about how to stop corner routes in Madden 24. Now this is always an important topic because corner routes are just historically one of the best routes. They get over zones, they break versus man and get good separation, and you need to know how to take these away without devoting your user to it. Like, using the user is a solution, but at the same time, there are certain plays where you just can't do that. You can't shoot out to the sideline, you have to take it away, using adjustments. So I'll show you how to do that today, but before I get into the breakdown, just letting you guys know I'm dropping Bengals Part 2 later on acemadden.com. If you guys are a member, you guys saw that I broke down 2 tight end sets. I did wing flex close and gun wing slot offset. In this update, we'll be breaking down tight slots halfback weak, gun bunch quads. We'll also be doing tight Y off and tight Y off flex. And then we have a red zone offense as well as my MUT lineup included in this update. So it's a huge update. If you guys are members on the site, if you're not, use code ACE for 15% off any membership. We'll be dropping some tips later on the site as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and demonstrate this before I show you guys the solution, because you guys got to see what I'm talking about first. So flood is going to be a really popular play this year. It's been a popular play for the past few years. But I just know you're going to see a ton of it this year, and you need to know how to take it away. So let's go ahead and talk about flood out of gun tight slots halfback weak. We'll use cover 3. Let me make sure I have a cover 2 in here too. I do. So cover 3. And a common setup for flood is they'll just run it to the short side, like the strong side on the short side. They'll streak their outside receiver and block their tight end. Now, they don't always do this setup. Like, they can send the tight end out on a route too, but to me, this is one of the better setups because you can just block blitzes this way. They'll just run it like this. They'll clear out the deep zone and then throw it to this corner route right here. And a common solution I see people trying to do is they'll baseline press, because then that deep zone will be closer to the sideline, thinking that he might not get cleared out. But since we're running this to the short side, it doesn't really matter. You can still hit it. And then the other solution I see people trying to do is they'll do baseline press and then put that guy in an outside quarter. That's another common solution I see. So let's go ahead and do it. And as you can see, it just does not matter. And I just realized that I'm calling them solutions, but really they're just adjustments that people are trying. We'll talk about actual solutions to this corner route in just a second. But what I want to do is talk about cover 2 real quick, just to show you that it's going to work against cover 2 as well. Same route combo, and he's going to get over this stock Tampa 2 cloud. And then real quick, man coverage. Now, man coverage is inconsistent. Sometimes it'll bag the corner route, sometimes it won't. Like, that's just kind of the nature of man coverage. So right now this is a backed off man. It's right here. Plenty of separation to throw that. And then we'll go ahead and press the defense now. Oops. Go to man, press. And what you're going to see is sometimes he will get jammed really badly and he won't separate. And then other times he will. And it's just kind of how man coverage works. It's inconsistent. And you can't fully rely on man coverage to take this away. Now, you can use it as a tool. And we'll talk about that in a second. But let's go ahead and get into the first solution. Okay, let's finally talk about how to take this corner route away. Now, I am going to show you the solution, but hang with me because I need to be a little thorough about this. I need to show you the importance of how you're supposed to run this. So what we're going to do is go to our coaching adjustments by clicking our right stick in. Wrong controller. Go to your flats and put them on 30. And then your curl flats, put them on 0 or 5. Either one. Doesn't really matter to me. I'll just do 0 for now. And what I'm going to do is I'll come out in cover 3 again, just for a second. And again, bear with me. There's a reason I'm showing you all of this. And what we're going to do is we'll base align. And then since we have our curl flats on 0, we want to change those to flats. We just can shade our coverage down, and then we can shade up if we want to put them in cloud flats. And then the reason you would do that is so you can have this hook curl in a shaded up zone. And then I'll show you the setup. And you're going to see this is still going to work. Like, that guy is in a 30-yard flat, and he's just not getting back. Like, he is not getting far enough back to take away this corner route, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Like, he's backed off. He's got outside leverage on this corner route, and he's not getting back. And it's just bad coding by EA, unfortunately. And your solution is going to have to be going to basically a cover 2 type shell. So what we're going to do is base align. And then now, this corner route is no more. As you can see, he's in position. He's going to make that play. Instant replay. I'm going to show you a couple things here. You're going to see the corner route really has no chance. He has no window at all. This table route in the flat is open, but you're going to see that's not that big of a deal and that we can take it away easily. But the corner route is taken away, and I want to stress this part right here. This is what's very important. Once you base align, let me set up the play. Go to Tampa 2. Base align. If you press, you have no chance. You cannot press that guy. If you want to press your defense, you can, but then you have to manually back that guy off. Or you can use your quick adjustments, either one. But what you're going to see is this corner route is still going to get over this pressed 30-yard flat. You cannot do it. You have to leave him backed off in his base align. So go ahead, I'll show you one more time. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to throw the table route. And you're going to see that it's really not that big of a deal. Like, you're going to get, I don't know, 7-8 yards, which obviously you can't just give that to them all game. They'll just move the chains and just go all the way down the field on you. You have to make an adjustment. But at the same time, we're taking away their money route, which is their corner route, and forcing them to be patient. You can maybe even click on and get a hit stick and just give yourself a chance at creating a turnover. And this is the right way to play defense. Like, give this up, that's fine. Mix in an adjustment to take him away so he has nothing. And what you would do is go to the Tampa 2, base align, and then you can just put this guy in the curl flat. Now you have a double Mabel on that side. Now you're only sending 3 now, so whoever you're using, you have to blitz and run it like this. And what you're going to see is now he has really nothing. Like, I mean, kind of has that there, but against this setup here, he doesn't really have much. You're going to see streak is obviously not a read. The table route taken away immediately. This little kind of dig over the middle of the field, you can just user and take that away. Because the user, my user's right here, and he ends up blitzing because I'm using 2 controllers. So he has nothing against this setup. Now I'm going to show you guys one more way of taking this away using a different look, and we're going to use cover 4 for this. Now if you go to your coaching adjustments, you're going to want your zone drops all on default, and then you want your zone coverage on match. And I want to emphasize, using match this year really isn't that smart, but if you know this is the setup that they're doing or something along these lines, you definitely can use match, and this is how it's going to behave. So we'll use cover 4 show 2, go against flood. And this will definitely work against flood. Against other plays, I can't guarantee it, but this concept does work. So what you're going to do is we'll set up the pass play. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to base align and press. So this is a different look where we can do it out of. And you're going to hit Y, A, Y, left stick up. And that's going to back your slot cornerback off. You're going to shade down and then shade up. That puts a cloud flat there. And there is one more adjustment we're going to do in a second, but I just want to show you that this is going to take away this corner route. As you can see, what happens is this quarter on the inside realizes that he doesn't really have anything to do. He has no work. So he ends up going with this corner route. Now, if you look at the streak, you can see he's maybe open for a pass lead. I'll tell you how to adjust to that in a second. But let's just see if he's even throwable to begin with. I actually have no idea if he is or not. Let's just check it, and then I'll show you how to take it away if he is throwable. Let's go ahead and look. Right here. Quarter ends up playing him. But in the event that, let's just say there's a huge speed advantage or something along those lines, what we can do is same setup, and then put this guy in an inside third. And now everything's taken away. You can do a 3-man rush too if you want. You can put this guy in whatever. You know, do something like this if you want. Completely up to you. But what you're going to see is now There is literally nothing open. You definitely can't throw this streak. There's 2 people on him now. Corner route taken away. And this is just another way of taking away this corner route. Instant replay. Only thing really open is going to be, so this dig is only open because our user blitzed. And we manned up the running back, so he's taken away. And you might be saying, Ace, this is a little scary. And you're right, like it is a little scary, but when they see this cloud flat defender and the guy trailing behind him, they're probably not going to throw it. If they do throw it, just go back to the Tampa 2 setup. But usually this quarter is not going to get beat this badly. Like, that was a pretty bad rep. I'll do it one more time just to show you it's usually not going to be that bad. Okay. I'm not going to man up the linebacker. Do it again. I'll try to throw it. And you're going to see it's a really tight window. And he ended up getting it in there. And it's not going to fully bag it all the time. But is another option for you to kind of mix in if you want to do more of a baseline press look. So yeah, that's pretty much how you defend corner routes in Madden 24. Just utilize your zone drops and in some cases match coverage. And you'll do a much better job against these really annoying routes. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, subscribe for more Madden 24 content. And then, like I said, later on in the day, I'm going to drop Bengals Part 2 on the site. If you're watching this later, it's already up. Go check it out, acemadden.com. If you want to become a member, use code ACE for 15% off at checkout. You'll gain access to every single ebook we have on the site. I'll see you guys tomorrow.